The electric vehicle race is heating up faster than a Tesla on a drag strip, and China just threw a high-octane grenade into the mix. They've announced plans for an EV powered by solid-state batteries, boasting a mind-boggling 1,000-kilometer range. Could this be the technology that finally pushes EVs into the mainstream, or will it spark a new arms race between automakers? Let's open up the hood and see what makes this solid-state battery tech a go-to for EVs. Be sure to hang in there till the end of the video to see if it's time to ditch your gas guzzler for this electric powerhouse. And don't miss hitting that subscribe button first. We've all heard the big promises from companies like Toyota and other major players in the auto industry about pushing the boundaries of electric vehicle, EV technology. But there's been one milestone that's remained stubbornly out of reach: an EV that can go 1,000 kilometers on a single charge. Yes, that's going to happen. How? A Chinese company has stepped up to the plate, revealing plans to launch an electric vehicle capable of hitting that magical 1,000-kilometer mark on a single charge. It all started in December 22, when a new electric vehicle company, IM Motors, was born. Backed by heavyweights like SAIC Motor, China's automotive powerhouse, and Alibaba, the tech giant, IM Motors had a specific target in mind, taking on Tesla in the premium EV segment. But IM Motors isn't content with just copying existing technology. Their latest model, the L6, is throwing down the gauntlet. It might just be one of the first production cars to use solid-state batteries. This revolutionary tech promises to shake up the EV game, offering a significantly longer range on a single charge and drastically reduced charging times. On the 25th of March, IM Motors announced the L6, which they're boldly claiming as the world's first mass-produced car with a solid-state battery. The IM L6 is all set to shock the world with its groundbreaking features. With over 1,000 kilometers of ultra-long range and nearly 900 volts, it's setting a new standard. And forget about waiting around forever for a recharge. It boasts ultra-fast recharging. Plus, they've gone above and beyond when it comes to safety measures, with no thermal runaway or fire concerns. Say goodbye to range anxiety, charging headaches, and battery safety fears. The IML6 has got you covered. So what's the secret under the hood of this engineering marvel? The IML6 features a cutting-edge over 130 kilowatt-hour ultra-fast charging solid-state battery that's unlike anything we've seen before. At the heart of this revolutionary battery lies state-of-the-art materials and innovative design. Let's break it down. The cathode, or positive electrode, is coated with ultra-high nickel material, while the anode, or negative electrode, boasts a new generation of high-specific energy composite silicon-carbon material. But what really makes solid-state batteries stand out is their solid electrolyte, a game-changing feature that's at the core of the IML6's power source. IM Motors has pulled out all the stops and developed a patented self-developed nanoscale electrolyte with high ionic conductivity and high temperature resistance. It's this innovative technology that's propelling the IML6 into a league of its own. Now the question is, how is China planning to carry forward its solid-state battery project? Before we disclose their main plan, subscribe to the channel and like the video if you are enjoying watching it. Now, the China All-Solid-State Battery Collaborative Innovation Platform is like the Avengers of the battery world, assembled with one mission in mind: to craft top-of-the-line solid-state batteries and build a rock-solid supply chain by 2030. Nikkei Asia spilled the beans on this initiative, quoting big shots from the CASIP opening ceremony. According to Nikkei Asia's scoop, CASIP boasts heavyweight battery manufacturers like KTL, Kalb, EV Energy, Svolt, Goshen High-Tech, and Fine Dreams Battery, a BID offspring, private giants like BID and NEO, plus reps from the government and academia on board. It's a real who's who of the battery biz. On the government side, you've got heavy hitters like the Ministry of Industry and Information Technology, the Ministry of Science and Technology, SASAC, and the National Energy Administration. Ouyang Minggao, a professor from Tsinghua University, had some thought-provoking words to share. According to Nikkei Asia, we need to be prepared for the risk that all solid-state battery technology could overturn. Adding fuel to the fire, he mentioned, AI is changing the game in materials research and development, set to turbocharge the pace of all solid-state battery R&D. By 2030, we could be on the brink of a breakthrough for mass-producing these batteries. Clearly, there's a sense of urgency here. China doesn't want its dominance in electric car batteries to be blindsided by a sudden shift to solid-state technology. With that in mind, this new consortium is gearing up to dive deep into basic research, key technologies, collaborative EV development with solid-state batteries, and setting up a solid supply chain. But this project, spearheaded by Beijing, is bringing together fierce competitors who are usually at each other's throats for market share. Nikkei Asia points out one juicy example. CATL has actually sued its rivals Kolb and Svolt for patent infringement. Yet, they're putting their rivalries aside because they're all eyeing the same prize. Why? Well, moves are happening elsewhere, in South Korea, Japan, North America, and Europe, to push solid-state battery tech into the mainstream. Toyota, for instance, is gunning to roll out the first electric cars with solid-state batteries by the year 2027, and Nissan isn't far behind, planning to jump on the bandwagon by the 2028 financial year. And that's something quite impressive. So what's the bottom line? It's a high-stakes game, and China is scrambling hard to secure its spot in the future of battery tech. Send in your thoughts on this our way. Hit the subscribe button and turn black thumbs up blue before leaving.